Good evening. Welcome to tonight's edition of How to Heal When You Have to Deal. Hi, I'm Nathan Ray. Not sure if this started, so I'm going to start it again. Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of How to Heal When You Have to Deal. Hi, I'm Nathan Ray, co-owner at Rays of Hope LLC. How to Heal When You Have to Deal has been one of our ways of getting through the COVID restrictions and trying to help others to get through. We look at a lot of different subjects around resilience, around self-care, around compassion fatigue, and around ideas of how to take care of yourself. Tonight, we want to talk about a friend's story, actually. Our friend Ricky shared this a few days ago, and she gave us permission to share her story on this video. Ricky said, "Yesterday was a hot day, and I was wearing shorty shorts. A young relative asked me about my self-harm scars. When I was younger, I would have deflected or changed the subject. Instead, this time, I tried to tell the truth in an age-appropriate way. I was in middle school once. I was depressed and had a deeply messed up home life. Harming myself was an unhealthy way to cope. But it's been close to 20 years now, and I'm much, much better. Today is my 32nd birthday, and I am sharing about this on social for the first time. I think it's important to fight stigma when one is ready to do so. I also think that it's too easy for people to dismiss or ridicule the fact that children and teens face complex and significant issues in their lives, particularly when they are bound in multi-generational trauma. I didn't lie to my relative yesterday because while my scars don't define me, they are part of who I am, and they are part of my truth. They are too big and voluminous to hide at the beach. So I wear shorts, and I'm grateful that I survived. And I think about all the other broken kids in this world, and I try to be kind." Ricky, thank you so much for sharing your story and for allowing us to share your story. We titled tonight's edition, Scars to Remember, Scars to Teach. We all have scars. Some are physical, some are emotional, some are a combination of the two. I have scars from surgeries. I have scars from activities. I have scars from having cut myself accidentally. I haven't cut myself in self-harm, but in the past, I was diagnosed with clinical depression. I did do counseling. I did take meds to help balance the chemicals in my brain and help me work through and get to a point where I had the survival skills. I had the coping skills. And then I've continued to share those with people in my life for years and years since. If we don't share our stories of adversity, if we don't share our stories of resilience, how can anybody behind us learn? If our kids don't know that mom, dad, auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, friends, whoever it may be, have gone through hard times, have struggled with self-harm, have struggled with suicidal ideation, have struggled with depression, anxiety, other things that have made us who we are today, and that we've made it through and we've built resilience and we're flourishing. how can they possibly learn? We need to bring our kids into our lives. We need to let them know that they are not going through things alone. We need to let them know that although our circumstances may have been different than theirs, that although our coping mechanisms, our ways of dealing with things may not work for them, there are ways to get through. There are ways to cope, to build resilience, and to move forward. Talk to the children in your life. Talk to the teenagers in your life. Talk to the young adults. Talk to your peers. Hell, talk to people older than you. When you tell people your story, when you share that, yes, I was able to make it through, despite things seeming black, despite things seeming bleak, you give them hope. You can give them ideas about how they may be able to get through this bleak and dark time in their life. And you may be that voice that makes the difference between them making a permanent decision to a temporary problem. You may be the one who they look back and say, my friend, my relative, had hope for me, had faith in me, and here I am today. What a wonderful gift to give the people in your life. It'd be absolutely amazing to be able to share that with others. So we bring that today because a lot of people right now are feeling anxious. A lot of people right now are feeling depressed about where things are in our country. They're feeling depressed about and anxious around COVID-19 restrictions. They're feeling anxious and depressed around financial issues. They're feeling anxious and depressed around what does the future hold. They're feeling anxious and depressed around how race factors into our daily lives. They're feeling anxious and depressed around a lot of things. For most, this will be temporary. For some, it may turn into a clinical anxiety, a clinical depression, or some sort of other diagnosable mental issue that they need counseling, they need meds. But for those who don't reach that point, be that voice of kindness. Be that voice of hope. Be that voice that says, yes, it sucks to be where you are right now. It sucks to be where we are right now. And there's hope. And there's resilience. And we can learn and grow from these challenges in our lives, no matter what those challenges may be. Please join us in spreading this message of hope, in spreading this message of resilience. Talk to those people in your life. Provide them hope. Provide them a way forward, and let them know that they're not alone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you and hope to continue hearing from you. For Rays of Hope, LLC, How to Heal When You Have to Deal, this has been Nathan Ray.